Employers only employ workers because they can earn a margin on the product of their labor. Well, hey, now you're starting to catch on to this whole capitalism thing. But pause for a moment and think about the employee. Isn't he also earning a margin from his relationship with his employer? Presumably, if he could make just as much money working for himself as for his employer, he would choose the former. After all, why risk being in a position of being fired by someone else if you can earn the same amount of money on your own? So the employee must be taking the position because there is a marginal improvement for him as well. This may be because the employer is providing him with capital that improves his productivity. For example, a logging worker may be able to split more wood with the log splitter provided by his employer compared to his own axe. So yes, you're right. Employers employ people to earn a margin on the products of their labor. Maybe they produce $21 worth of goods or services per hour, and the employer pays them $19 per hour. But if the alternative was the worker only producing $14 worth of goods per hour on his own, then it would be hard to argue the employer did anything immoral by hiring the worker, even if he earns the margin between the worker's productivity and his wage. But the margin is too high. By what standard? The margin is set by the market. If the margin is extraordinarily high for software engineers, more firms will enter the market to bid up the price of labor for software engineers. After all, if you were a software engineer and you figured out your employer was making $500,000 from your labor, but only paying you $200,000, you would probably look for work elsewhere, start working as an independent contractor, bootstrap your own firm, or try to raise money from investors to start another software development firm. You aren't getting it. The margin should be zero. If firms were legally required to have no margin between their employees' productivity and their wages, then no one would hire anyone, since it wouldn't benefit them. This would leave everyone worse off.